Well, hey, Happy New Year. I guess it's 2026 now. That's when I'm recording this. It's just early January 2026. And you know, a lot of people I talk to, especially people online, tell me that they can feel that there's something coming, that there's something just around the corner. Maybe it's the end of the world we know it. Maybe it's disclosure. Maybe, you know, the ancient ones and the stars will be right and Cthulhu will rise. I don't know what's going to happen. But what I do think is maybe we should act as though maybe it is. Maybe it is going to be the end of the world. I mean, if it was, what would you do differently? Would you sit at home watching YouTube videos? Of course, you'd watch this YouTube videos because I love you and I'm here to help. But would you just sit back and let it happen? Would you just give up, roll another joint and decide, oh, well, screw the world. I've given up anyway. And I don't think you would. I don't think you would. I think that there's evil in the world. I think it's a real thing. I call it T.F.O.D, the forces of darkness. And I think it's everywhere. It affects all of us in different insidious ways. And you've felt it in your life, that little voice inside your head that might say negative things, tell you you're worthless or evil or weak. It's the demons that show up at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to influence you. Where does that come from? It doesn't come from your own mind. Maybe it comes from stuff in your past. Maybe it comes from, well, events that have occurred. Or maybe it comes from somewhere else. There's a lot of religions that say that there is all sorts of beings and creatures that would try to influence us on our day-to-day lives. And I put it to you that maybe that's not wrong. So what can we do? What can we do that'll affect things? What can we do to make ourselves stronger, better, faster? Well, try. You can try. And in trying, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to create errors. One of the things I think I'm going to do this year myself is I'm going to learn how to ride a motorcycle. Scared crapless of it. No idea how to do that, but living where I do in BC, I've got to get out there and I've got to get into it. So we'll be talking more about that this year. But also, we've got the Discord server up, and now we're starting to see that I'm listing up all the different regions and states and cities so that people can go in there and find other monster hunters where you live, anywhere in Canada and the United States, and report on events. So you can go to some state or some individual city and look up, hey, what's going on in my state? Maybe you don't have to go that far. Maybe there's other monster hunters near me. Maybe there's something I can do to fight T.F.O.D, the forces of darkness. Maybe there's something I can do that will make my life better. And even if there isn't something you can do, even if the planet's just going to crack in half, shouldn't you at least try? Shouldn't you make the effort? I mean, yeah, we're going to make mistakes. I've made so many mistakes. Oh my gosh. And I'm scared. I'm scared of the future too. I think we're all scared. Anybody who tells you they're not scared probably doesn't know what's going on. But I tell you this much, you know, no matter what's coming down the pipe, we're definitely going to have a much better chance of dealing with it if we're trying, if we're working together, if you have a group of people you can talk to. And now, more than ever, it's like, even though we got all this technology that should be able to keep us together and keep us connected, everybody seems so distant. And that's by choice. We choose to remain distant. We choose to remain these people who just sit back and do nothing. Maybe we do too many recreational pharmaceuticals, or maybe we drink too much, or we eat too much, or we watch too much TV or YouTube or whatever. But I think that as long as we try, and if we decide that, no, I'm not going to go gently into that good night. No, I don't think I'm going to just give up and become this victim. I'm not going to allow myself to be corralled into my home, into a house, into a cage. I think perhaps it's time for us to start to shake off those shackles and understand that, yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable. And yeah, there's going to be some risk involved. But when you're fighting evil, it's going to be a fight. So expect to get punched. But when you're, the secret of being tough is not how hard you can hit. It's how hard you can get hit. And I believe that. So join us. Come on over to the Discord server, get introduced, and see who you can meet. And maybe we can make 2026 the best year yet. And if the dead do rise, and the Cthulhu raises from the sea, and it's the end of the world, well, at least we'll have our own marauding pack that we can use to meet that horizon with a defiant smile on our face.